Hello there. My name is... Hello there. My name is Thomas, aka Kabini. Welcome to Brain Blathering, the series where I turn my thoughts, anxieties, insecurities, and random interests into silly machinima comedy sketches. Recently, I made a video titled Episode 0, The Introduction, a look into what you can expect from this series. If you are curious to watch that video, I will leave a link to it just above in the corner so you can click on it and watch it, right up there. Ow. 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 In the introductory video, I did point out that this series may be a little rough around the edges for a moment, because I'm not really used to public speaking. To be honest, I'm not really all that good at speaking in general. As a result, I regularly spend quite some time latched onto thoughts in my head for so long that it risks becoming more of a reality than actual reality. In fact, it's taken me a long time to think of how I want to create and write this series, and what directions I want it to go in, because of me not being good at talking to people and overthinking about how I'm going to present this series. To the point where I even deleted the original upload of the episode 0, because I didn't think I was ever going to figure out what I wanted to do. But I did re-upload it when I realized I had a good plan. It also doesn't help, on top of being a serial overthinker, I also forget things very easily and get way too easily distracted. So I tend to waffle on too much or find something else to latch onto, and then I completely forget the thing I was supposed to do, even if the thing I was supposed to do was mentioned mere seconds ago. Where am I? Or I could just get so lost inside my own head that I find it very difficult to pay attention. Apparently. Yeah, I should find my way back. But the thing is, that's kind of the point. I have a very weird brain, and I just wanted to use this series as a creative outlet for expressing myself and just opening up about the weird quirks and kinks I have. Not those kind of kinks. Get your mind out of the gutter. A great example of me getting lost inside my own head, overthinking, and getting anxious as a result is when I try to sleep at night. Because sometimes that can be when my brain is at its worst. Hey, buddy! How was work today? Oh, hello, brain. Yeah, it was okay. Although there was a bit of my shift which really felt like hell. Oh no! Which part? The part where I started my shift to the part where it ended, because today was an absolute hellhole. We were packed with customers, understaffed, none of our stock had come in, so we had customers complaining out of their flappy buttholes because of things we had no control over. At one point I was on my own, with a queue of orders, and one customer spills an entire large cup of his drink all over the floor. Were there any cleaners? No, so I had to clean it up all on my own. While I was cleaning, the guy had the audacity to just watch me as I cleaned it, and then complains that we needed more staffing. Like, I know, but that wasn't the problem at the given moment, was it? At one point I stared into the scalding hot oil within the deep fat fryer, listening to the voices within my brain, and felt the invisible force compel me to plunge myself into the sweet hot bath that would cleanse me from the sinking feeling of never-ending torment that came from the perpetual burnout of my shift, begging to find a reason not to nosedive into it. Right. But after work I got distracted by a diet generic soda can that had a video game character on the front, and now I have 3 cans of a generic diet soda. I thought diet soda drinks gave you headaches. Indeed it does. The important thing is that it had a cool video game character on the front, and that is why I now have it. That's a valid reason to buy them for sure. I think I might go to bed. That does sound like a good idea. You are clearly exhausted and you've got work in the morning, so you may as well get a good night's rest. I agree. I'm gonna get to bed over there. Good night, brain. Good night. Wake up! Wake up! Wait, what? What? Do you know what time your shift starts tomorrow? My what? Your shift at work. Earlier today you said you were going to check the work schedule so you know what time you're in work tomorrow. Did you? Oh, no. I completely forgot. I told myself I would while I was on my break at work, but became distracted whilst telling my coworker all about my favourite Easter eggs in the Batman Arkham games. But I thought your coworker wasn't even a fan of those games. Yeah, she looked at me like I was a lunatic, and now that I think of it, every response she gave claiming she was interested had the same energy as a parent indulging their child's conversation. How did I not pick up on that? That's probably because you don't pick up on cues very well. Yet you convince yourself there are cues when there aren't any. Yeah, that sounds about right. Is that my fault or yours? I don't know. Both, I guess. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'll head to my PC and check the company website for the work schedule. So you became distracted talking about just how easily distracted you are. Yeah, your problems are getting pretty meta. Okay, I'm in at 10 tomorrow. Not too bad? True. You should still try to get some sleep though. Don't want to be exhausted tomorrow. You already get burnt out enough as it is. It'll get worse if you are sleep deprived. And you know it, on account of it happening a lot. Yeah, I know, I'm just gonna... Good night, brain. Good night, Thomas. Hey, Thomas, are you awake? Wait, what? What was that for? Hey, Thomas. Are you awake? Well, I am now. Great. Out of curiosity, did you potentially leave the ovens on at work when you left at the end of your shift? Did I what? Well, it's just you were on your own at work today, and you had to close the place up on your own. Yeah? And since it was so busy, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for you to forget a thing or two. I can't remember you turning off the ovens, so...
Yes, Brain, I definitely turned the ovens off at work.
But did you though?
Yes.
But did you?
Yeah. I was definitely near the ovens on a few occasions.
I swear I turned it off. Maybe. But then that proposes the question though. Did you forget to do it? Or did you just forget that you did it? And the problem is, you aren't opening up the place in the morning. What if someone walks in and the whole place is just burnt down?
That is unlikely to happen.
Unlikely. But not impossible. Everyone is going to hate you for it. Just for making mistakes. You'll probably be fired, suspended, or yelled at, or looked down upon like an idiot, or maybe all of them.
That's not true, 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 that's not true.
And if you do get fired, you won't be able to have another job for whatever reason, and you'll have to live the remainder of your days watching reality television at home.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
That being said, probably best not to dwell on it.
Probably not. But I'm going to.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, bye.
That's it. I'm just gonna stay in this corner and listen to some calming music to drown out my thoughts.
Howdy, Thomas here, aka Kabini, talking to you from nearly 12:30 in the morning, right before I'm about to release this video, because for some reason I decided to make this outro late. I don't know why. I'm very forgetful, I guess. But yeah, basically this was the very first episode officially of Brain Blathering, where I've touched upon overthinking and how overthinking can cause me to have trouble sleeping, which happens a lot for me. I don't know about you guys, maybe you guys go through it as well. If so, feel free to discuss it in the comment section, or anything else that maybe you go through in terms of anxiety and insecurities. You're more than welcome to. If not, that's perfectly okay. I understand. I know that it can be a sensitive topic for some people, but anyway, if this is the kind of thing you enjoy, if you like the idea of discussing my insecurities, anxieties, day-to-day stuff and all that kind of stuff through the form of comedy Machinima skits, feel free to like, subscribe, and okay, yeah, sorry, I'm exhausted, so anyway, like, subscribe, and just be here, I guess. I don't know, I don't really know what to say, but yeah, thank you and good night. Bye.